Hey everyone, Gray Owl here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the hacking skill. I'll give you a little bit of background of what the skill is in the game and show you some code, and hopefully we can try to finish it up. If it doesn't finish today, I am hoping to finish it up pretty soon. So quick background, and actually real quick about the game. I'm tentatively calling it the Smuggler, so I'm going to run with that for now until I come up with a different name if I decide to switch it, or maybe I'll just stick with that name. I really like the Smuggler, but the game doesn't actually involve any smuggling, so I'm not sure it's super relevant, but I do like it as a name, and I think that, with drug dealing and drug growing and drug making and stuff like that, that it's a pretty cool name, so it does have relevance in that sense. Okay, so jumping into it, we're going to look at hacking. So the hacking skill encompasses several different activities. Originally, I had hacking split into several skills, one of which was credit card skimming, but now I've combined it so that credit card skimming is actually part of hacking. And the reason why I did that is because credit card skimming on its own was really cool, but it didn't have enough content to be its own skill, and then hacking on its own was really cool, but it didn't have enough content to be its own skill. So I merged them into one hacking skill, which is right here. So credit card skimming, just to give you a little bit of background, in real life, the way that skimming works is somebody will take a false front to an ATM. I'm going to call them ATM machines. I know technically it's redundant, but there's a false front to an ATM machine. It'll look like the actual ATM front, but really it's got a reader on there where you pass your credit card through the false front and then into the ATM machine, and the false front collects and rips off the credit card information. Then someone comes back, removes the credit card skimmer part of it, and now they have a bunch of stolen credit cards. So in this game, you can do the same thing. You put a skimmer onto the ATM, and then it passively collects credit card info, which you can then sell on the black market, which again relates to hacking. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of levels to my character, just so that I can more easily put the skimmer onto the ATM. I haven't done any balancing yet, as I mentioned in my past video, so it might be unreasonably hard or unreasonably easy to install these skimmers and to leave them on. So it says, you attempt to install a skimmer and you failed, and you gain tension, so you gain heat, and that makes you more likely to get arrested while you're just kind of walking around the city. So on my second try, I successfully installed the credit card skimmer, and it's running now. So you'll see here it says collect 0 credit cards, and as this passively goes up now, or as time goes by, this will passively increase until the cops find it and take the skimmer off. So the way it works is you can put these on, and then you can run around the city and do other things, and then come back and collect your stolen credit cards. However, if you wait too long, you run the risk of it getting removed by the police, and if it does get removed, then you lose all of the credit cards that you had built up in that skimmer. So you want to come back pretty frequently to pick up these credit cards. You see it just keeps going up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in these 3 credit card numbers. And when I do that, it tells me you collected 3 stolen credit cards and 75 EXP from your skimmer. So you'll see under here the hacking EXP. All the other ones are at 500 just because I forced myself to level up a bunch, and now this one's at 575 because I gained that 75 EXP. So while I was explaining that, you see it says your skimmer was found by the authorities, it's been removed, and any stolen credit cards stored within it have been confiscated. So luckily we had just pulled those credit card numbers in, and we did that before that got removed, so we didn't lose too many credit cards. The equation uses your skimming level, so as you become higher level, it's less and less likely that the police will find your skimmer and remove it, so the longer you can go before you have to come back and pull it off the machine. So that's part of hacking. And then the other part of hacking involves being at a computer. I put this little test laptop floating here just so that I could show the hacking skill. So here we've got a couple different options: browse the internet, connect to the dark web, hack into the city. So as you get higher level into hacking, you can do cool things in the city. So it'll say you attempt to hack in the city, you failed this hacking attempt. Give it a couple tries and see if we can't get in. But in the city, once you get into their database, you can, or into their whatever, you can do cool things like clear your heat, so that if you have a lot of attention on you or a lot of heat, you can get rid of that remotely and hack into the police database, basically. You could also collect your ATM skims, so you won't have to go to each ATM around the whole city. Let's say you have 10 skimmers installed. You can go to a computer and just collect them all remotely. You can also hack into arcade machines, which is part of the mall and part of the gaming skill, which I'll go over in a different video. So that's cool, and I'm going to back out of that and check the some other parts. So locate contractors. You can build stuff for your base, for your drug growing operations, stuff like that. Real estate, you'll be able to purchase empty lots. And when I connect to the dark web, you can sell your stolen credit cards. You can also buy goods, weapons, drugs, stuff like that, which these are the parts that I'm almost done building, but I haven't finished yet. So when you sell stolen credit cards, you're going to essentially trade the credit cards for a cryptocurrency. Right now I'm calling it Omega Coin. I've got Bitcoin in there, but I might just end up cutting it out and just sticking with kind of this made-up Omega Coin. I think it's made up. I made it up. I don't know if it actually exists somewhere. So when you click sell stolen credit cards, you'll see here I got 1,000, and once I sell it, it says you sold 3 stolen credit cards for 30 Omega Coins, and now I'm at 1,030. So that's kind of how hacking works. Oh, and then you'll use the Omega Coin or the cryptocurrency to buy goods, weapons, drugs, whatever on the dark web. And I might add more functionality later, but that's kind of the extent that I have planned for that right now. There are some really important things that are going to be on the dark web, so you're going to need those cryptocurrency in order to buy them, in order to progress with different parts of the game. So it is an important skill, but I've been working on it for a while, so I'm looking to kind of wrap it up and finish up on it. So that's the overview of hacking, and then in the next video I will go over the coding of it, and we'll try to finish it up.